Qantas is taking the axe to more than 1,000 jobs as it slides deeper into financial mire. The savage cuts come as the national carrier launches a cost-cutting drive aimed at saving $2 billion over 3 years. As Karen Percy reports, Qantas used today's announcement to sheet home its case for the loosening of ownership rules.
The flying kangaroo is warning of dark skies ahead, projecting a $250 to $300 million loss for the 6 months to December.
We've had record high fuel prices. We've had an underlying market that's weak. But the biggest issue that we're actually facing is that we're seeing the capacity being added, which we believe is uncommercial.
In a bid to hack $2 billion from costs over the next 3 years, wages will be frozen, management and board pay cut, and suppliers will be asked to renegotiate contracts.
We're calling on the government today to act sooner rather than later, that the government has an opportunity to step in to ensure that Qantas can be a viable national carrier for Australia.
The Minister.
There were rowdy scenes in the federal parliament when the government linked Qantas's latest troubles to former Labor policies.
The introduction of the carbon tax drove up operating expenses by $106 million.
I spoke to Alan Joyce an hour ago. The carbon tax has nothing to do with it. Stop politicising job losses. Shame on you.
Obviously, we grieve for every worker whose job has been lost.
CEO Alan Joyce wants more than sympathy. He wants the federal government to level the playing field with Virgin Australia, which is part-owned by subsidised global airlines like Air New Zealand, which holds 23%. Singapore Airlines has a 20% stake, alongside Etihad with its 20% stake. Richard Branson's Virgin Group from the UK also has a 10% share, making Virgin 73% foreign-owned. Qantas is restricted to 49% foreign ownership as dictated by the Qantas Sale Act.
That restricts our access to foreign capital, it restricts our access to foreign airline investment, it restricts how much operations we can have offshore and how much we can have here.
So Qantas international business has been bleeding for some years, that's been no secret. What has changed more recently is that Qantas is facing a tougher competitor in the domestic market, tougher than it's ever faced before.
Since it first took flight in rural Queensland in 1920, Qantas has enjoyed an internationally enviable reputation for safety and profitability. It flies 2 out of every 3 passengers in the domestic market. But since 2011, it has shed 3,000 jobs as it struggles to adjust to a shifting market.
Well, we're not yet at the point of collapse by any means. Qantas is a strong airline, it's a well-recognised brand. Australians love the Qantas icon.
The company says it will update the financial situation in February. Karen Percy, Lateline.